So good morning, gentlemen. So today my topic is India's Nepal relation. Okay. So Nepal. So if we're talking about the introduction, I have been means I divided this topic into subparts like background, what are the social and economic aspects, okay, what are the contribution means, what are the cooperations area, what are the challenges the country faced, okay, and what are the way forward. Okay, so this is a sequence. This sequence is going to be that I will tell you. Okay, so first of all we have to understand the relationship between the two countries. If we're talking about the Nepal is one of the neighboring countries of the India. Okay, and Nepal shares with approx 1700 kilometer boundary approx to the India's continent India's. Okay, so if we're talking about the background, that these countries are not like the Pakistan and the China. These countries is always remained, like we can say that, always remain fully pledged for us, always helpful for us in every aspects. Now we're talking about the what are the social and the economic aspects. If we're talking about the, like Nepal was also means in the British India. Nepal was also a part of the British India, but we know that our roots has connected from the last few years. Like how, like we our roots, because Nepal was a part of the India, and still it shares a common boundary between the Indias. But we know that our people and Nepalis are contribute to the India's GDP and also Nepal GDP. They have been working, even like we have an agreement with the Nepal. Even we can means our cooperation area. We're talking about our cooperation area, like in cooperation of the open border means we did not fencing any but the we are fencing, but the movement of the people around the two countries is going on. There is no, we can say that, no hurdles between these two countries to pass on. We know that Nepal is a landlocked country, but it is not that we are not isolated Nepal. Okay, we have to maintain a good relation with the Nepal. Why Nepal? So because it has a it act as a buffer zone. Okay, between the India and the Chinese border. So this is the most important for us to build a strong relation with the Nepals. This is about the cooperation area, that we have the open border. Okay, we means we share a common boundary with between the Nepal. Okay, with the Nepal, and it is open area for the Nepalese people to come India as well as to out India. We don't have any issue. Okay, this is the first area. If we're talking about the second area, that is the Nepalese army, means Gorkha regiment. Okay, so means from the last, we can say that since the independence of the India, and before that, the Nepalese army. Okay, they have been contributing the India since the many years. So this will also very cooperation, and this will show India's and Nepal relation, how good that is relation, that this country, that this portion of the Gorkha regiment is still in that India's, it's still serving in the India's armed forces. Okay, this is second area. If we're talking about the another area, that Nepal means, if we see the Nepal location. Okay, Nepal has been, there's a lot of rivers influx in the Nepal's economy, in the Nepal geography. So Nepal have the potential to build some hydropower electricity for its people. For even Nepal is a member of the SARC organization, and it will help Nepal to solve the problem of the water issues in the Nepal area, as well as they fulfill the needs of the Indian people. So it will benefit it for us, both the countries like Nepal and the India, and it will also solve the problem of the SARC countries regarding the issue of the water, like the regarding the issue of the fresh water, regarding the issue of the hydroelectricity. This is a very good point for us. Another, that I would say, that our UPI payment, like our bordering countries like Nepal, Bhutan, like these countries have followed the UPA payment, and it shows a very cooperation between the two countries. Like we means we have been collaborating, like defense, we have been collaborating in defense. We have collaborated with the technology, like hydropower electricity. Now we are working in the digital technology, like our UPA payment is working on this, and it is very much important for us. Okay, to maintain a very cooperated things with the Nepal. Okay, and if we're talking about the, like, we talked about the social and the economic aspects, we talked about the technology aspects, we talked about the digital aspects. Okay, so these are the things that we are maintain that, how we maintain the relation with the Nepal. Now our question arises is, what are the key issues, like what are the cons that we did not maintain good relation with the Nepal at all. We have relation with the Nepal good, but there are some matters, okay, where we don't forget our, because it is for our national security. So we don't forget, okay. So first is the issues of the border issues, like the we in the Nepal and the India, there is a lot of this argument about the border, lot of this lot of arguments over the border region, that is Lipu Lake and the Kalapani. So these the border areas, these the border area. We can't say border area, but these two areas create a lot of this suffering among these two countries, between these two countries, Nepal and the India. And secondly, we told that Nepal is a buffer zone, okay, between the India and the China. So China claimed, and China also wanted, not wanted, but China wants to maintain a good relation with the Nepal, okay. Means they provide them financial aid, they provide them the like infrastructure, they build the road, railways, infrastructure over there to support the Nepal GDP. And we also know that China is a very huge country, manufacturing hub, so it will give anytime, anywhere, anyhow to loan to another country, small countries. So Nepal is not like very important. Nepal is like not important for the China, but if we saw that the border area, like Nepal is very much important for India and for the China. So that's why they're creating a many massive dams, buildings, road, railways, projects, like everything they wanted to do to put the pressures on the India. So this is the second thing. What are the issues? Like if we see that the lot of militancy around happening here, because this is open border and we have a relation with the Nepal, but there are some insurgents groups over there, they support the Pakistani government, Chinese government over there. So this is also very, we can say that very much disputable areas, okay. So what are the way forward now? If we're talking about the relations, we have to release, and we have to release our anger, and we have to means focus, and we have to shifting our focus towards these border areas like Lipu Lake and the Kalapani, because there's a lot of, because there's a lot of arguments continuing going on for the last many years from these two border areas, from these two areas. So we have been shifting our focus, and we have been working on the peace. That's why we, this is some sort of this arguments that creates a difference between the two countries relationship. So first is border, second is the like open border. But if we do like surveillance, like the, if we do taking care, like if we take help from the satellites, if we take help from the cyber security, we take help from the drones, to we much very, and we are very much capable to do enhance our security in the border area. This is very much important for us. So this is the key forward areas. So thank you.